What up, HoopSpaces family? This your boy JP, and we're going to be talking about the game two of the Nets versus the 76ers in the first round of the NBA playoffs. Got a couple of takeaways from the game and everything. Before I get into the takeaways from the game, make sure you subscribe to HoopSpaces down below to get more basketball content and click the notification bell. You know where our next upload is on the road to 1K. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Make sure you like this video at the end so that you can support the Hoop Spaces right here as we're going to keep on growing into this platform here. We're growing on AMP right here. Shout out to Chris with his daily show. We're just trying to make big things, man. We're trying to do it one step at a time, taking baby step and everything just to grow organically and give y'all the best basketball coverage right here on Hoop Spaces. So make sure you subscribe to Hoop Spaces down below, man. You ain't going to regret it, man. So let's go ahead and talk about the game right here. The 76ers take a 2-0 series lead against the Brooklyn Nets. They defeated the Nets 96-84. There's a lost part, to Joel Embiid playing different parts, like in terms of impacting the game in different ways instead of scoring the basketball. It was a quiet offensive game for Joel Embiid, but in other ways, he impacted the game for the 76ers. Tobias Harris and Tyrese Maxey both have incredible games tonight, though. So let's go ahead and get into the takeaways of the game and everything here. So my first takeaway, like I said, was Joel Embiid and the way he impacted the 76ers in different areas. It was just a quiet game for him, Didn't take but one 3-point attempt though. He had all his free throws 8 out of 8, but he was 6 of 11. He just only took 11 shots. Usually he would take more shots than that just to have like 20 and 15 type of average numbers and everything, but instead he relied on his teammates. So, when he first came to Philly, it was all about trusting the process. So it seems like the process is coming along really nicely in these playoffs for them as he trusted his teammates. So he ended up with 20 points, but he had 19 rebounds. 19 rebounds. He was rebounding that basketball and also had 7 assists. 7 assists. So he was passing the ball to his teammates, passing it to Maxey, passing it out to Tobias Harris and others too as well. And then he impacted defensively too with 3 blocks and a steal. Not really great in terms of turning over the ball. He turned over the ball 8 times and everything. He could have had a higher plus, but he still ended up with a plus 14, so that's even phenomenal. But had 8 turnovers though. But he impacted the game in many other different ways. So shout out to Joel Embiid, man. You could see him pumping his fist in the game here when Tobias and Maxey hit their threes. He was pumping the fist up. So that's great to see Joel Embiid getting excited. He's going to definitely win the MVP this year. So well deserved for Joel Embiid and his impact, this season in the regular season and then what he's doing in the playoffs. So shout out to Joel Embiid. Another takeaway is the others, Tobias Harris and Tyrese Maxey. Tobias Harris with 20 points and 12 rebounds. So 12 rebounds. Wow. Tobias Harris and Joel Embiid were the leading rebounders for the 76ers. He had a phenomenal game. We was 8 of 14. He had 1 3-point shot though. Only attempted 3, but he hit that one game-changing 3 though. And had 2 assists. He was a +9. Tyrese Maxey probably was the player of the game other than Joel Embiid, man. He was phenomenal this game. Played 40 minutes, scored 33 points, was a +17, was 13 out of 23 in field goal, and was 6 out of 13 in 3-point. He had 15 in the first half, I believe. He was sensational. This game, so shout out to Tyrese Maxey, man. Harden had like a little quiet night. He was 3 of 13, 8 points, 7 assists. He was turning the ball over too with 5 turnovers too. It was a quiet one, not as expected, but he had a spectacular game 1. So it's just one bad game right here in the series for James Harden. So he'll definitely recuperate and recover on the next game. So that's 2 takeaways. Another takeaway from the game, I gotta give a huge shout out to Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson definitely is trying to live up to that contract right there after that trade. played 41 minutes with 28 points. He was 11 out of 19, was 5 out of 11 in 3-point, 1 out of 2 in terms of free throw. Had a nice dunk on Joel Embiid and stailed at him too as well. It was a nasty dunk, pretty nasty dunk. I think Jordan being in the post game was like he never got dunked on like that before, but he was a negative 17 though. So, but he had a phenomenal game. Mikal Bridges had 21 points. He had 30 in the first game, but only with 21. This game was 6 of 15, played 41 minutes. Had 7 assists too as well. So look at Mikal Bridges facilitating and everything here. And Spencer Dinwiddie with only 12 points, though. Him and Kuzma going at it, so I just love it, for them to go at it. So Brooklyn had advantage, especially in the second quarter, It was tied 25-25 in the first quarter. Then in the second quarter, the Brooklyn kind of start taking advantage and go on these runs and scored 24 points to the 76ers 19. And you thought the momentum would be at Brooklyn and everything, especially at the dunk by Cam Johnson. And unfortunately, the 76ers turned it around, and it took like one timeout in the third quarter when I forgot who it was. I think it was Cam Johnson hit a shot, and then that was called a timeout. And then it just changed from there, and the 76ers just took advantage pretty much. The rest of the game right there. Scored 24 points in the to Brooklyn's 14 in the third quarter, and then 28 points to Brooklyn's 21 in the fourth quarter. It was a low-scoring game though, but kudos to the 76ers. They didn't really play well just because they were sloppy on the turnovers. They had like 19 turnovers, and the Brooklyn Nets secured 22 points off the turnovers too as well. So it was kind of like a sloppy game for the 76ers, and should not be expected from a third seed team to face a Kevin Durant-less, Kyrie Irving-less Brooklyn Nets team that still have some really good pieces though. But it is what it is though. But they'll bounce back in game 3. Brooklyn could take one game. We don't really know, so we just have to wait and see. Another takeaway was the rebounding. Philadelphia had 56 rebounds total. Tobias Harris and Joel Embiid combined for 31 rebounds out of the 56. Brooklyn Nets only had 33 rebounds, and then the points in the paint was huge, especially with the 76ers. The 76ers scored 46 points in the paint. Brooklyn only scored 22 points a play, so they were kind of struggling right there. In terms of getting into the paint, making scoring in the paint. 76ers shot better in terms of field goal, 45% to Brooklyn's 37.5%. Both was around the same percentage in terms of three-point shooting. Brooklyn was terrible from the free throw line tonight, 64.7%, missing 11 out of 17 shots. The 76ers were 13 of 16 in the free throw line, 81.3%. Trust in the process. We'll see what happens. So Philadelphia will going to be going into the next round. They're going to be facing either Boston or the Atlanta Hawks. Mostly it's going to be the Boston Celtics. So that's going to be a really great series right there between the 76ers and the Boston Celtics. So let's just see what happens. The game 3 is going to be at Brooklyn. Maybe Brooklyn might take one game at home, so we just have to wait and see. But yeah, that was pretty much the game right there. Just let me know your takeaways of the game and everything. And comment down below and subscribe to HoopSpaces for more content and click that notification bell. Make sure you click that notification bell. You know when our next upload is. It will pop up on your phone. And it would be like new video from HoopSpaces. JP talking about, the NBA playoffs. So just watch out for the notification if you click that notification bell. Make sure you like this video to support HoopSpaces in the community as we're trying to grow this platform one day at a time, growing organically with world basketball fans and everything. So make sure you like this video just to give us some love. If you like my analysis and my content, please come and check out my YouTube channel. It's just JP, and also JP Talks Celtics is going to be in the description. So definitely follow me on that. I'm JP, and y'all have such a wonderful night. Peace.